The app made famous by viral videos like this. We can't get enough of the lip syncing and dance trends. But these days, we're also using it for this.
Ivermectin, fenbendazole. Yeah. I'm hearing that a lot.
Health hacks and medical advice.
Listen carefully. I want to talk about 3 things that you can do that are outside the mainstream medical system.
Millions of people are taking in this content every day. But should they be listening to Dr. TikTok? We're testing it out. So we've got a bunch of videos here to go through. We want to know how much of that health information being served up on our screens is actually misinformation. This group of Seneca College students say they use TikTok for just about everything.
Like way more quicker and easier and efficient than like browsing through Google and going through different websites.
You get it so much faster and shorter, like direct to the point.
Have you ever taken any medical advice from a TikToker?
I do listen to what they have to say.
I've changed my entire skincare routine based on a TikTok video.
From acne to ADHD.
They call me Help. They call me Stacy.
To fertility tips. Even diet culture.
Skinny is the outfit. Being skinny sends a message.
That's why we're digging into 2 health conditions people keep searching for: autism and cancer. The stakes are high, and so is the reach. TikToks on these 2 topics get billions of views. We're analyzing 200 videos, 100 for autism and 100 for cancer. Videos served to us on TikTok when we search for a therapy, treatment, or cure.
I've never heard of that as a treatment for autism.
Testing it, the claims are backed by solid scientific evidence. We're gonna have to take that to our medical expert.
Definitely.
First up, autism. We find many TikTok videos about leucovorin, a drug making headlines recently.
We have also identified an exciting therapy that...
After U.S. Secretary of Health Robert F. Kennedy Jr. announces it can be used to treat autism.
And that up to 60% of folate-deficient children with ASD can have improved verbal communications if given leucovorin.
To cut through the hype, we're turning to Dr. Melanie Penner, an autism researcher and pediatrician. Leucovorin. What's the evidence behind it?
This is one that is still in evolution. So there are actually a couple of scientific trials, and the trials did show some benefits. Now, the reason I'm being cautious, both were really small trials. But to me, the jury is still out in terms of evidence for leucovorin.
Dr. Penner and many experts warn more research is needed. Next, we find a number of videos that claim some autistic kids have heavy metals in their bodies.
It's been 30 days since I started that detox bath.
And the metals can be removed with a bath, drops, or sprays.
Heavy metals are not a contributor to the presentation that we see in kids and the reasons why kids are autistic.
Are not a contributor. Just want to get that straight.
Heavy metals are not a contributor to autism.
Okay. So where does that come from? I mean, what do you think that's about?
Much of this comes from the kind of big misinformation event in our field, which is the linking of the MMR vaccine to autism.
The idea that metals in vaccines, or vaccines at all, cause autism has been disproven many times over. But it's still out there, louder than ever.
Some 40 to 70% of mothers who have children with autism believe that their child was injured by a vaccine.
Misinformation is not new. It's been
Tim Caulfield has been studying and debunking health myths for decades. And he warns the spread of health misinformation is getting worse.
A powerful anecdote can shut down our ability to think scientifically, especially if the teller, we can relate to that person, right? And think about it, that's what TikTok is. The algorithm plays on that, it leans into that, and it's an extremely effective strategy.
We see that with this next TikTok that says changes come after day 1 of using this calm digestive detox supplement. The account behind this video, Unravel ASD. Can you unravel autism spectrum disorder?
Whether a supplement can unravel autism over 24 hours, no.
With just a few clicks, we go from this video of promises to a link to buy the supplement. So we do, and show Tim. And when you look at the ingredient list, it's coriander and capric acid. Can those things in this bottle improve autism symptoms?
No, what would be the scientific plausibility of that, right? Zero.
We paid $190 Canadian for this. You're shocked.
I am shocked. I am shocked. Look, I knew it was going to be exploitive, no matter what number you told me about. $190.
Yeah.
That's incredible.
Yeah.
That's incredible. And the fact that they're pricing it at that, I think, speaks to the reality they know that their customers might be desperate.
Unravel ASD tells us the acronym in their video doesn't actually stand for autism spectrum disorder. It stands for autism speech and development delay. They add the product isn't a treatment or cure, and that some of their customers just happen to have autism. Up next.
Many of these kids with autism have high mercury counts, high.
This chiropractor is suggesting chelation therapy to treat autism.
It's an IV infusion.
Done with an IV, it's supposed to administer chemicals that bind heavy metals in the body and eliminate them.
I've had patients in the past before they got to me who had severe speech delay that made great strides.
So, chelation therapy. Any evidence it works?
No. There's no evidence that chelation therapy works.
Can it be harmful?
It can absolutely be harmful. IV chelation therapy that is recommended in this video can cause the electrolytes, the minerals in your body to shift rapidly. And when those rapid shifts happen, it can lead to heart rhythm abnormalities. There is a risk of death that comes with these treatments. We absolutely recommend against these treatments.
There are 760,000 views on this video.
It makes me really concerned that so many people are hearing a bold, incorrect, and dangerous claim like that.
Maddie Dever has heard these kinds of claims before.
It was something that was recommended for me.
As an autistic person and a parent to 4 autistic children, they know firsthand how convincing bad advice can be.
When your child gets a diagnosis, you're probably at the most challenging point in that journey. It can be exhausting. There's so much unknown, and there's so many barriers that your kid faces. I feel for parents who are doing these things, who are trying these things, because they really want to see their kids not struggle, and in some cases not suffer.
But then they watch this chiropractor pushing chelation therapy.
It makes me angry because we are putting kids at risks, and I'm sick of autistics being the guinea pigs. What is it that you want to remove from us?
We reach out to the chiropractor in this video. No response. Next up.
Stem cell therapy for autistic children.
A young girl held down, getting a stem cell injection.
So we did a treatment on our baby girl. It wasn't fun for her, but the results, literally the next day.
I saw emotion all over your face there.
So when I saw that kid crying on the table with this IV putting through them, I saw the pain the kid was going through to getting this treatment. And I worry about what the possible negative ramification is, how many kids are going to suffer from that.
The doctor in this video promises improved communication and socialization.
And their quantum leaps up. You know, there's a steady progress for 6 months, and then it holds steady. You don't regress.
There's no benefit for kids who are autistic. You know, this is just not something that I would recommend, and in fact would really strongly advise against. There are real risks to stem cell therapies.
In our test, we find 14 videos with more than 3 million views collectively promoting stem cell therapies.
A lot of these therapies are not cheap. You know, it can be thousands of dollars, sometimes tens of thousands of dollars. It's just, you know, exploitation, you know, times 10.
Experts say it's risky and unproven. But do TikTok users know that? Back at Seneca, we show our students that stem cell video. What did you think?
I think it was quite believable because a doctor was actually speaking about it. So I think it looks real, yes.
Anyone else?
When they actually show you a testimonial, it's definitely a lot more believable.
There is no scientific evidence backing up the claims from this video. Knowing that, seeing the video, how does that make you feel?
A little angry that this can be out there and people see this and they might believe it. It makes me a little furious.
The parents of the girl in this video tell us the change in her behavior after stem cell treatment is irrefutable, and the doctor doesn't respond. Of the 100 autism videos we look at, 81 feature a treatment or therapy that isn't backed by solid scientific evidence, according to our experts. Is it surprising to hear that number?
I think it is a bit surprising, and yet I can understand, right, the emotional place that this comes from.
And for those turning to TikTok, a word of advice from this autism parent.
It won't help your child, and it won't help you. So find places that can look at autism as a journey and not as a crisis.
Coming up, cancer cures, too good to be true.
This guy beat cancer without doctors, without chemo, without radiation.
This is complete danger, complete danger.
We're combing through 200 TikTok videos and find of the 100 autism videos featuring a treatment or therapy, 81 of them include claims that aren't backed by solid scientific evidence, according to our experts.
It still angers me that you see that level of misleading content.
Tim Caulfield says if there's one disease where unproven treatments are pervasive, it's cancer.
It's a disease that scares us all. It's a disease that's probably touched most of our lives.
So that's where our test goes next. We're investigating 100 TikTok videos that feature a cancer treatment or cure, checking if there's scientific evidence behind the claims.
Glucose, which is sugar, and that feeds your cancer cells.
Up first, cutting out sugar will get rid of cancer altogether.
And you will starve the cancer cells, so now they will die because they have nothing to eat.
And that eating apricot kernels can kill it too.
I immediately started taking apricot kernels.
Dr. Abha Gupta is an oncologist treating teens and young adults.
When people are diagnosed with cancer and they're young, most often people don't have peers that have already gone through that cancer experience. So you could imagine how isolating that is.
Have you had some of your patients come to you with alternatives or unproven cancer therapy?
For sure, all the time. And it is our job as oncologists to then help inform our patients about what is real and what is not real.
So is there any truth to the claim that sugar feeds cancer?
You will starve the cancer cells, so now they will die because they have nothing to eat.
Who is this guy?
A TikTok influencer.
You know, people have said this to me so often, but I've never actually
seen it?
Seen the videos.
And what do you think?
Oh my gosh.
So just so you know, 1.2 million views on that video, over 40,000 likes.
That's so distressing. He's saying that as if this is like real. There's nothing real about what he's saying.
Bottom line,
sugar consumption does nothing to causing cancer, to treating cancer, to preventing cancer. Like, this is complete danger. Complete danger. When people come in and say, I've stopped eating sugar, you know what happens? They lose a lot of weight, and it is not good to be losing so much weight when you're embarking on a cancer therapy journey. So I say, man, what's your favorite dessert? Go home and eat it today.
The man in this video tells us he stands by his claims. And what about those apricot kernel claims?
It says, when I was diagnosed with cancer in October 2023, I immediately started taking apricot kernels, black seed oil, and soursop tea. There was no disease found.
The apricot thing has been around for decades, right? And real potential harm. I mean, it could lead to cyanide poisoning if you take too much.
To be clear, Tim, do apricot kernels cure cancer?
No evidence to support that.
Because this is not medical advice, TikTok. I would never do that. Also, I am gonna link the apricot seeds right here for you to try them out.
What do you make of her disclaimer?
Oh, well, it's fascinating. She's trying to avoid, the regulatory sanction from TikTok. And she in a moment she even spoke to TikTok, right? This isn't medical advice, TikTok, but then here's some medical advice.
That video has now been taken down, but there are others popping up like it from the same account with direct links to buy the kernels. Next up, a celebrity endorsement. Actor Mel Gibson on Joe Rogan's podcast.
I have 3 friends. All 3 of them had stage 4 cancer. All 3 of them don't have cancer right now at all. And they had some serious stuff going on.
And what did they take? Ivermectin, fenbendazole.
Our experts take?
It's complete garbage. If we truly thought that any of these agents had any merit, we would be doing clinical trials in them. We would be actually investigating them, but there is no merit.
We ask Mel Gibson for comment. He gives us a polite pass. Fenbendazole, by the way, is a dog dewormer, and we find 8 videos saying it can treat cancer, including this one that doesn't just promote it.
He beat stage 4 lung cancer in 8 months. You want to know how he did it? He actually took a thing called Penacure.
It discredits conventional treatment.
We knew no chemo because that killed my mom back in 2014. She had stage 4 lung cancer as well. Well, she died not from the cancer, but the chemo killed her.
Dmytro Samchenko knows the fight that comes with stage 4 cancer. The 28-year-old has Ewing sarcoma, a rare bone cancer. His diagnosis, devastating.
Yeah, that it's 4th stage, that 4th stage is kinda usually not treatable, and you realize that you're in the worst situation ever.
His chemotherapy and treatments are grueling, but he knows it's his best shot at survival.
I don't have chances and time to allow some not scientifically proven treatment, because if it doesn't work, I might just die.
While Dmytro doesn't believe in unproven therapies, he understands the desperation of those who do.
Increasingly, we're seeing that these videos can be persuasive, right? And can pull people away from approaches that are curative.
Of the 100 cancer videos we watch, 80 feature a treatment or cure that isn't backed by solid scientific evidence, according to our experts. Are you surprised by that number?
Well, now after you seeing these, I guess I'm not, in fact, and I am very worried, actually much more worried now than I ever was before about the misinformation that is out there.
TikTok says it doesn't allow health misinformation that could cause significant harm, like unproven treatments that may be deadly, or content discouraging professional care for life-threatening conditions. But you see these videos, do you think this content crosses that line?
It does cross that line. I don't think there's any doubt about it.
No one from TikTok would do an on-camera interview with us or speak directly to our findings. They do say that they take action when content violates their guidelines, and they add when users search for cures or symptoms, a notice pops up reminding them not to use the platform for medical advice. And after we reach out to TikTok, most of the videos we've shown you have disappeared. These students don't plan to give up TikTok anytime soon, but next time they swipe? Well, show of hands, will you second guess videos that you see on TikTok now? Will you still use TikTok for health information?
For those life-threatening, more serious stuff, always go to doctor. Don't trust social media.
Watch mindfully. Just don't believe what TikTok has to say. It's an app for entertainment.